Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creative Leigh with FLOSSTUBE number 107 on Sunday the 9th of January 2022. Welcome back. It feels like it was only Wednesday that I last did a video. Oh, that's right, it was. Wednesday, I think it was. So many of you will know I did 2 bonus videos. I did 3 videos last week. Let's just say that took up quite a chunk of my week. Preparing for filming, editing, uploading the finish parade for 2021 finish parade, where it turns out I did actually have 21 finishes, even though I said all sorts of stupid numbers in the video. Cut most of them out. And then I had, I filmed a What's Kitted Up from my box of kits for the 50 at 50 start in 9 days. That's right, in 9 days I turn 50 and I will do my first official 50 starts at 50 start, which, in case you can't remember, will be Teresa Koget's Come to My Garden. I've already picked I think I've picked starts for the rest of January as well, but I'll confirm that next week. I think I'm going to follow up with the pomegranate sampler, not the fox and rabbit pomegranate sampler, because I don't have the fabric or floss for that yet. So it's not kitted up, but I have another pomegranate sampler from one of the Etsy sellers, and you'll see why I'm itching to start that. Yes, that kicks off on the 18th, but so I've got one more FLOSSTUBE before then, which is next Sunday. I don't have anything new that I purchased. Nothing's come in. I do have a free chart that I started and finished, which I'll show you shortly. I have got a beautiful piece of happy mail, an early birthday present, which I'm very excited to show you, and a couple of other starts. Yeah, a couple of other starts. So I'm all about the starts this week. So yeah, I've got 50 at 50, but I've started 3 things this week. I think it's 3, might be 4, I think it's 3. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with the beautiful piece of happy mail that I got, and Zeb stitched something for me for my birthday. So everyone in New Zealand knows who Zeb is. Zeb is the moderator, administrator, chief police officer on our New Zealand Facebook cross-stitching page, and she does a fantastic job. I know Zeb, and she just stitched me the most amazing thing. And it took me about 3.8 seconds to decide that I was going to open it early, which I did last night. After she messaged me saying, "Has it there yet? It says it's been delivered." I'm like, it hasn't been delivered. The courier must have come really late, like after 4 o'clock. And they didn't knock. They left it in the letterbox, which usually the couriers don't do. They usually knock, but it was in the letterbox. So I went, I don't think it's here. I went out and like, it's here. So really exciting. So I'm just amazed. I'm so amazed, and it's going to go quite high in the finishing list, but I'll probably wait until I frame 2 other pieces, so then I have what will be officially a collection. Should I show you what it is? I don't have anything to hold it up against. So as soon as I opened it, I was like, oh my god. Look at this, pomegranates. And if you've been around for a while, you know I have a thing for pomegranates, and I want a pomegranate wall, and I love it. Her stitching is beautiful. I'm a bit worried that she didn't give me enough to frame it with. Sam, could have fit 2 pieces on this bit of fabric. I am much more frugal with my fabric. But anyway, I could leave a big ass margin on this piece, but it's beautiful. I don't know the design. I haven't seen the design, I don't think. And I love it, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy to receive it. So yay me. So I've already stitched 1 pomegranate sampler Quaker from Our Forest Embroidery. was a 2020 finish, and I'll be doing a pomegranate sampler, at least one pomegranate sampler this year. And I have several other pieces that have pomegranates in them because, you know, pomegranates, hello. But this, yeah, anyway, I was so pleased and I mean, yeah, I was going to say surprised. I was very surprised it was pomegranates. I did know she was stitching me a piece because she told me. Anyway, that's like the best thing ever. So thank you again, Zeb. I cannot, let the birthday shenanigans begin. So that was very exciting. What else have I been up to? Well, I might have mentioned this last week. I can't find it, but Jeannette Douglas is doing a mini bouquet sampler, sort of. She's not organising the sale, but I think there's sales everywhere. But she's releasing monthly, one of her previously released but limited edition-y releases bouquets. So that was January there. Every month there'll be a free little bouquet. They've been, most of them, if not all of them, have been released previously. This one here was released in 2020 as part of the Be Well and Stitch. So I've already stitched that one on 14 count Aida just for shits and giggles. So there's heaps of people doing this. So if you want to do it, it's free. You just have to go to Jeannette Douglas Designs website and you can grab, it's her, how to spell her name, you can grab the border design, and then monthly the little bouquets. So January came out the pineapple one. I whipped out a piece of 40 count Haystack from Country Stitch, and I'm just using random pulling threads every month. I'm not pulling a kit together or anything, I'm just grabbing threads. So my colours will end up random, but I'll be using overdyes from my stash, silk and cotton. I just pulled a skein of ecru, so I lied, I'm not just using overdyes. I pulled a skein of ecru to work the border. It's quite visible in person, but it's not going to show up real well on camera. And I got the other borders done, and I've stitched it. I mean, basically I'm up to date. So if I hold it close, you can probably see the ecru border. And there's my pineapples, which I'm very happy with. And there's 3 little borders across. So yeah, all ready to go. This itself, not very long. You know, obviously the longest was stitching the outer border, but you wouldn't have to stitch the whole thing in one sitting like I do. You could just do, you know, a little bit at a time to count to. But you know me, I'm a rip, shit and bust kind of girl. I don't stitch unless I stitch a million stitches. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy that I've picked a little monthly something to do that's not massive. So, you know, the modern folk embroideries are lovely, but they're a huge commitment. This is watching a couple of episodes of something or a movie. So that was a new start earlier in the week. 4th of January I started that. Trying to keep a little bit of order, failing. Next up is a start and finish, and maybe next week it'll be a FFO, but I doubt it because I'm terrible at doing that. I follow someone on Instagram called John Humiston. He's just John 2018. He shares a lot of pictures of his cats, and he does lots of sort of very largely simple, not really subversive, but kind of, I guess, cultural references, popular cultural references, sarcastic stuff. Anyway, I follow him on Instagram, and he shares, yeah, probably 3 out of 4 of his shares are his cat. Very fond of his cat. But he popped up a chart the other day, and basically, if if you want to stitch one of his designs, you just give him a message and he'll usually, I guess, share it with him. If you didn't ask nicely, he might not. But basically, he's like, here's something I've charted. If you'd like to stitch it, message me. So I messaged him because he released a lyric from my anthem, my famous, the Tori Amos song from Little Earthquakes, her first album, Silent All These Years. And the chart's called Silent All These Years, and it's, I can't really show you the chart because, it's charted. That's it, but I have stitched it, so you'll see it in a minute. But, so I messaged him and I was like, oh, so excited that she might actually tour New Zealand, COVID permitting, or to, come to New Zealand with this next tour. But it's been I'm tongue-tied, I'm so excited. Calm farm. Okay, this last weekend, it was Thursday, Friday, it's been 30 years since Little Earthquakes was released. So yeah, 1992, 30 years. So, and that was just coincidence, I think. I don't know. The chart was here. I printed the chart a week ago, I think. But I was inspired by the album cover, her story in a box, and the video. That's what the video has, and the blue dress that she wears in the video, and in the album. So she wears that bright blue dress in the kind of orangey box, and of course her fiery red hair. That helped me pick my colours, the colours of her hair and the dress and the box. Should I just show you the damn thing? So I just pulled a couple of random threads from my stash. A Needle Necessities in number 143 from Gail. Very Tory colour, box colour. This blue from Tom and Lily called Pacific Blue. And I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. A piece of dirty linen from Swigart, and I stitched it. Excuse me, but can I be you for a while? That's the first line from Silent All These Years. And that's my Tory inspired. So I'm going to finish this as a cushion with this marbly fabric on the back, and I'm going to add a patch or something of a piece of ripped denim, like a denim patch. If you know the song, you know. If you know, you know, because it's a meaningful. But it's so cute. And down the bottom, in the bottom of the frame, I wrote my initials. Then I put dash, the acronym for Silent All These Years, so SATY. Then dash the album, Little Earthquakes, dash 30 years, dash January 2022. So that's down the bottom there. So I'm going to make a little cushion just for my room, and it's special because, you know, this album changed my life, as it changed most people's lives who are Tory fans. I don't know, I geeked out for a moment there. Anyway, do have a look at John on Instagram. He has lots of, popular culture, kind of sarcastic, social commentary kind of charts. Most of them are sort of text-based, really simple. And if you like what you see, give him a follow, message him on Instagram, and I'm sure he'll be happy to share his charts with you. Next, this is all out of order. I did pick up one of my Carolyn Designs Sunset. There's a random cat running across my lawn. Sunset, which I'm stitching on 20 count Aida in the colour Coral from Tom and Lily. And when I picked this up, it was about 30%, and I think I'm about 70%. I did quite a lot of stitching on this, and it goes this way. So I'm close to 3/4 of the way done, and I just stitched and stitched. I mean, I didn't work this last week. Been recovering from my injured back. It's almost there, I think. And I just like hibernated and did a lot of stitching and caught up on a lot of Caught up on some FLOSSTUBE, caught up on a lot of Netflix and etc. Watched too many cheesy Christmas movies, and that's where I'm done. That's where I'm up to. So yeah, I'm about 65-70% on both of them now, both sunset and sunrise. Quite keen to get them finished soonish. So that'll be 2 less whips. And then I decided to have one more start because I'm like, I've already kitted up 3 more things since you saw me on, since I did my kitted video. I mean, one of them's Jeannette Douglas. Okay. But, anyway, I just felt like starting all the things this week. So I picked up Nora Corbett, Bella Butterfly, and when I stitched Bella B, I thought I might just leave them in make cushions. I've decided I will actually frame them in pairs, so I've stitched it quite close. I've left 14 threads, 7 stitches between them, which I'll ask the framing to do the similar border around the edge. And I've got quite a chunk done of Bella Butterfly. So all of the background except for the beading, the butterflies apart from the beading and back stitching. And I'm just working my way through her headdress, and then I'll come back into her face. And I might change the colour of her face. The called for thread doesn't look like this, and I want it to look like this. The thread called for is a bit of a grayer brown, and I don't like it. I want her to be this lovely shade of skin. So I'm going to try and find something else to do her skin in, because it's just not the tone that it looks to my eyes on this. The thread looks quite different. It is, yeah, it looks like an ill colour, like someone who's been ill. So that is that. Have I shown everything? Yeah, so I've stitched on 4 things. So I've had 3 starts. One of them is start and finish for now because I'm caught up. One of them is a start and a finish, and one of them's gonna probably be finished next week. I am back to work tomorrow, which is gonna be painful after 2.5 weeks off. I've turned my alarm back on for tomorrow morning. Although I will work from home tomorrow, so it will ease the trauma a little bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna get through next week. And then I will have another week off for my birthday. Very excited about that. I will have another start next week because I'm meeting with Anne and Judith on Saturday. We've got a small stitch and knit gathering, I think. There's a few people come along, but the 3 of us are going to start Ruskin's Penguins together. So that will be started on the 15th. And then, so you'll get to see that next week in my video. Maybe this will be finished. And I'm not sure what else I'll work on, but I need to slow down the starts, right? Until I actually start 50 at 50. The wind is blowing and something's just fallen over, but I don't know what it is. Thank you for everybody for your support and comments for my last couple of videos, especially the 2 bonus videos, the finish parade and the what's kitted up parade. And yeah, keep your votes coming in if you haven't already. In my bonus what's kitted up video, so the video that's before this one, I have 2 colour options for this that I'm asking you to vote on, silk or cotton. It's sort of neck and neck. There are a whole lot of cottons out of the gate, and then a whole lot of silk votes come through, and then I get 2 or 3 cotton votes and 2 or 3 silk votes. I haven't added them up. I think that I will keep it open until next week and decide on Sunday, commit on Sunday whether it's silk or cotton. So this is Tempting Tangles Panoply of Peacocks. I'm doing my own colour conversion. I've got silk and cotton. Go back and watch. Well, it's at the end, so you don't have to watch the whole video. But it's at the end of my kitting up video if you want to have a look at what the two colourways look like. But yeah, I will commit to whatever the votes come in as. At the moment, it's neck and neck. So if you have a strong opinion, go make yourself heard. Other than that, that's my video this week. I am going to wrap it up and get it edited. I'm looking forward to something being up within 45 minutes of me recording it, as opposed to 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours like last week's did, or this last week's did. Thanks again for all your support. I look forward to bringing you another year of FLOSSTUBE. Yeah, one more week until the madness begins. Okay, everybody take care, and as always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.